Hey gang, it is Tom here from Cash Flow Experts with a quick lesson for you. This won't take long, so strap in and pay very close attention. We're going to talk today about projected cash flow and how this can have a huge advantage to you and a big funding opportunity, real money-making potential. Okay, so here it is. When you are starting out with no income, because your business is new, obviously, or your investments are just getting off the ground, when you're starting out with no income, what do you do to get funding? You literally would put zero down as in terms of revenue or income on an application for business funding if that's the situation you found yourself in when you were just starting out. Don't do that. There's a better way. You likely do have the problem that most new businesses face that are trying to get funding. If you aren't making any income yet in your business, how do you qualify for business funding, aka business credit, aka seed capital? We have discovered, we've been doing this for 21 years, folks. It's our anniversary. We've discovered over the last 21 years in working with a wide variety of clients in every type of category, every type of business, every niche you can imagine, that if you don't have any revenue yet, you need to project your cash flow into a formula. It's got to be the proper formula that the lenders will agree is fundable. Okay, so this is very important. I'm not talking about you needing any tax returns or bank statements or documentation. This is called stated income, no doc, okay? What do I mean? What am I talking about when I'm teaching this and mentioning this as the perfect way for you to project into the future, to get funding now, to get funding into today, okay? Projected income means this. It is an allowable formula that lets you put down revenue, write down revenue, put down revenue. It hasn't happened yet. Projected income is an allowable formula that lets you put down revenue numbers that you are not earning yet as an assumption on future cash flow. Is that clear? I hope I said that in a way that's very clear for you. Okay, and guess what? When you do this, like I'm teaching you to do it, no doc is required, no documentation required. That's right, no tax returns, no back statements, no nothing is needed if you do this right in order for you to start get funding. Now, what do I mean when I say you need to do this right? What do I mean that it's a formula, that it's a specific number? Okay, well, with the lenders that we provide you, with the funding sources that we work directly with, that'll put money into your account, we have found that there is an exact number, an exact sweet spot that you need to hit. And guess what? For you to succeed at getting funding when your business is at zero, when you have no revenue yet, when you have no income, when you're just getting off the ground, in order for you to succeed in getting your hands on actual cash funding through our service, through our company, through our programs, you need to project your cash flow somewhere between $200,000 a year and $300,000 a year. Remember, this is a projection. No documents are required. They're not going to ask you for any business or personal tax returns. You are putting down a formula on the application for funding that I'm going to give you, access to. And I can tell you from experience with thousands of other people, other clients, that if you put down a future income, a projected income, a stated income, as it were, if you put down a stated income of $200,000, that's not high enough. But if you put down a projected future income of $300,000 in business revenue, that seems to be too high. There is a number. There is an exact number. This is a science. Again, for 21 years, we've been doing this with countless organizations, business people, entrepreneurs, real estate investors, you name it. And there is, I have found from working with all these people, there is an exact number that needs to be hit, that needs to be listed, that needs to be put down in your projected cash flow for the stated income formula for you to bing, 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 automatically get approval. No questions asked. Sight unseen again. Does this mean that you are now in this calendar year earning in your business 200 grand? No, of course not. Okay, does it mean that when you submit this funding proposal that the lender is going to require proof via last year's tax returns or proof via a current business banking or checking statement? Are they going to require proof in writing that you are making $200,000 in the business in this year? No. Again, this is a projection. This is allowable. This is a stated, no documentation income formula with the lenders that we work with. Is this going to work at your local corner bank? that you maybe have an accountant and do business with. No, we have hand-selected, cherry-picked, as it were, over the many decades now, the exact programs with the specific lenders that we know do this, and we have a working relationship with them. They know that we know when we bring a client to them, it is going to be fundable because this principle is being followed. So if you're with me, if you're still with me, A, you want money? Of course, every business does and can use the super low interest rate funding source to make vast amounts more money than you would make with no access to funding or capital. B, is your business relatively new and you're trying to get it off the ground? Yes, in the 95% of the cases of people I talk to, they are at a relative beginning stage in their business. Therefore, that's why they come to us for funding. If you're already making some money, congratulations, great. We can help you increase and amplify that, okay? And C, do you know what the exact numbers are in this formula that's going to guarantee you to get turned away in your first shot, your first attempt? And because in many cases, you only get one shot. In many cases, you only get one try to do this right, to get this nailed on the head, or you will be blacklisted and turned away for a long, long time. So we want to make sure with our expertise, with the relationships we have, with the knowledge that we've acquired through blood, sweat, and tears over all these years, 21-year anniversary right now, we want to make sure that you have the correct information to be able to project the kind of cash flow and put down a stated income amount based on our formula of what our clients who've had success come back to us and say, this is exactly what worked. Thank you. This is what works. We're really glad that we ended up partnering with you and working on this kind of thing. So this is what I want to bring to you as an anniversary sale. That's an example of exactly what you need to do. And again, if you put down too low a number, you're screwed. If you put down too high a number, what's the right word? They start to have questions, apprehension. They start to are concerned. Based on the kind of business that you have, is this inaccurate? So by putting down the exact right sweet spot, hitting the number on the head, you are assuring yourself you're going to get access to all of the funding that's available. And as I say, for our 21st anniversary, this is what I want to make available. If you want my company's help doing this for your business and getting your first $50,000 business line of credit, all you need to do is click the link beside the video screen or below the screen. You know where it's at. Wherever you see the blue link to advance to our secure checkout page, click that link. That will take you to the place that you can go ahead and enroll in the program where my company will directly help you do this. And the huge intangible benefit to this that cannot be understated is the advantage of doing it this way with the projected cash flow formula using stated income in the name of your business, not your own personal name. The huge advantage of this that goes without saying, but a lot of people aren't savvy to this, so I do say it is, it's invisible, my friends. That $50,000 lump sum line of credit is never going to show up when a search is done on your own name or your own social security number, because it's not yours, it's the business's. So as long as you're doing this properly, as long as you're following our instructions, you're getting money that literally is what they call in the business off balance sheet. It's invisible financing, invisible funding. When do you stop being able to access invisible funding? Never. Because there is no cap or max that you reach, because no one can see the amount that you've been given here, there, and everywhere, all in the name of your business, which is not reportable back to you as the owner of the business, because you're not using your own name exclusively or your social security number to be able to qualify for this funding. You're using the business name and a specific projected cash flow or stated income formula or no doc statement process, whatever terms you're familiar with you want to use. This is the way to do it. So I'm making this available for a very limited basis. We're severely discounting what we would normally charge. I think it's, by my calculations, about 80% off what we normally enroll our very good, very happy clients in this kind of program, where you get direct access to our services, to our company's experts, hold your hand, walk you through the whole thing, and most importantly, make the introductions for you so that you are guaranteed to get access to at least your first minimum $50,000 business line of credit. Now we can show you how to do what's called credit spinning. You may have seen me teach that. That's a different video. Credit spinning is where you can multiply that. You can times that by 5, by 10, by 20, and access a lot more funding. But that's obviously for a later training session, later video. For now, to get access to this projected cash flow method and all of our resources, the formula, the access to our expert coaching staff, all you need to do is click the link beside or below the video screen that takes you to your checkout page, enter in your payment information via credit card, debit card, click submit, do it immediately, because as you can see on the page, the offer expires at midnight Pacific time today. So don't snooze or you lose on this great opportunity. That's it. I'm out of here. Take care. Talk to you all again soon. Ciao.